Welcome back to Behind the Songs with Intense Reality. We are three of the members of Intense Reality, and we're talking about how we wrote and recorded the songs on our new album Road Trip, which is out everywhere now. And halfway through the album, we decided to plunk on just a little instrumental, mostly instrumental interlude to kind of just transition between the songs. The dopamine screen, it fades out, you hear the interlude for a little bit, and then it builds up into Lead You Astray. Spoilers if you haven't listened to the album yet, that's how it happens. I definitely love when this band does take the time to do something like an intro or an interlude or an outro, because it gives you a chance to kind of deviate away from like the stereotypical song structure, just kind of focus on like building something up, or just like a certain kind of like more kind of like down-tempo vibe. Without kind of bearing like the same expectations of the full song, like, oh, that has to have the chorus, that has to have a solo or whatever, right? No, it's just kind of, it's its own thing. It serves a kind of a dynamic purpose when you like listen to the full album. And this is also actually one of the earlier ideas. So I don't know if you guys remember this, but Interlude is actually from like 2020. It was an earlier one. It wasn't actually massively long after Colton joined the band. And we jammed. I was playing bass at the time, at this point, because Colton was not, he hadn't joined us yet to fill the role of our bass player. So I was plucking around on bass, and I came up with the repeating bass line that you hear in this song. But I knew kind of, even at that moment, that still didn't feel like it was going to be a full-fledged song. So we did like a little instrumental together one time, just to like, it was honestly probably just more of a jam than anything at the moment, but I kind of had it earmarked like, okay, this could be like an interlude for an album in the future. So I labeled it Future Interlude, left it on my computer, and then it just sat on my computer for like a year or like a year and a half. And then fast forward into like 2021, where a lot more of the album was actually constructed, and Lead You Astray existed by that point. And I think I remember being like, well guys, what if we plunk this midway through the track list, and then we transition the end of this interlude that we haven't used anything yet, and we kind of built it up and then put it into Lead You Astray.
So I was going to say, Michael loves transitions.
I do! Ugh.
So much.
Oh, I do.
That's why this song is like, he's like fully just like, we need to do this, like let's just have this just in case. And he's like, yes, here we go, our first chance to do it. And it's so cool to play it. Like when we did our release show and we played this live, it was so smooth. It was awesome.
My cat is going crazy.
And it was like very little writing in the first place, and the whole guitar part, I didn't even want to write any of it until we started recording it, because I was like, I don't know, I don't want to like stress myself out by this. It should be like a laid back, easy thing. And it just felt natural. Something happened in the studio and that's what we got. Anyways, that was all cool and everything, but the other part, like once we started recording it with writing the guitar part in the studio basically, and it was awesome because he wanted feedback. So Jesse's like, I'm gonna need you to go in there and give me some feedback for the whole song, don't let it go. And I was like, alright, I got this. And there it goes, like, and it worked so well, you know. That's such a cool idea, and having that in there just filled it out. Like there's all these little things, interchange. There's parts where I almost like tried to copy the vocal melody part with you going and then with the ending of it, and there's a big swell. Like, to do the swell at the end, I think it was more than one track, right?
I think it might have been,
we had to, like,
probably
quadruple, I think.
We had to make it huge, right? Because you want it to end up matching the volume of the beginning of Lead You Astray, so that feels really seamless when you listen to the album. Definitely a studio creation.
The guitar, you know, looking back, like if I changed the tones, you know, because on my app you can change it from like a Vox, like a British to American circuit. So I should have done two in British, two in American, and just. But it sounds really good how it is. Like honestly, I don't know if I would have changed it. You'd all of a sudden had a different guitar sound come in.
Yeah.
And then Lead You Astray starts in just like seamlessly.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Interlude itself definitely a studio creation, and the nice thing that I appreciate is that Jesse kind of understood what we were going
Yeah, he
for.
was like so encouraging.
I didn't have to
He
do
was
a damn thing.
No,
he
you
wasn't
didn't.
like, are you kidding me? You're gonna just come in here and fuck around? Like, you didn't
No, like he knew. Yeah, like he
Okay.
didn't need to hear a demo of what we wanted before actually making it. He just kind of understood what we were going for. So there's a part on tape from when I was filming like our studio sessions where Taylor and Jesse and I are sitting down, and it's actually on film. We're actually sitting down and discussing how we're going to structure it and stuff like that, and it was awesome. It really adds to the atmosphere of the album, and I'm really happy that it's there. And it's really cool to play live because people don't see the beginning of Lead You Astray coming. So then, so it just feels like, okay, they're doing like this little, and then oh my god!
Yeah, they're just like, oh, this is kind of nice, you know, like they seem pretty talented musicians, and oh my god, this time!
So that's Interlude in a nutshell, basically. The lyrics were just quick and short. I think they tie to Lead You Astray like a little bit, but overall, definitely more for its role on the full album, and I think it spices up the album, and it definitely spices up the live show. So I'm really stoked on it for that reason. Anyways, next week we'll talk about Lead You Astray, so tune in then. Sub on YouTube if you want to see more of this kind of content from us. And catch you next week. We got the whole album's worth of videos. Check out the rest of the playlist.
Bye!
Bye!
Editor, you're gonna have to cut this out.
That's me, I'm the editor.
Yeah.